Knuckleheads, the salary structure for Dana White's TKO boxing promotions has been reported on, and we have some information. Now, before we dive into it, I want to preface this by saying that this looks almost like it's leaked, right? It's a report based on a proposed contract, right? And a proposed contract isn't a completed contract. And we don't have any TKO fights happening at least until 2026 is what I'm hearing. So a lot of this could change between now and then. And the entire structure of this thing and the way this money gets distributed could change from now till then. But I want to talk about it in its present form as we're seeing it because it's very interesting and it reminds me of the UFC, and it's kind of going along with the prediction that I made along with my co-host Gary on the podcast and in other videos where I said the Saudis are going to have to turn a profit at some point. They can't just keep burning money. And so let's go real quick through the purse and what the requirements are looking like for this tiered, structured system of purses, right? So the first thing I'm seeing is $20,000 purse, and the fighter status is 10 rounds, unranked fighter. So I imagine you're taking a 10-round fight, you're unranked, you're going to get $20K. Then it goes to $50,000 ranked by company from number 5 to number 10. As we know, it seems that TKO is going to want to rank its own fighters, and so those guys that are ranked between 5 and 10 are going to get $50K to fight. $125K is the third tier that I'm seeing here. That's when you're ranked by the company from number 3 to number 4. If you challenge for the company championship, then you're getting paid $375,000. And if you're defending the company championship, $750,000. My first question here right off the bat was, is number 2 challenging and number 1 the champion, or is number 1 separate from the champion, right? Usually we have a number 1 contender and then the champion. It looks like here the guy challenging is number 2 and the champion is number 1. I could be wrong there. I'm sure we'll get some clarity at some point. But look at these numbers. These are not upper echelon, big money baller, Turkey al Sheikh, pouring gravy all over the boxing game numbers. These are numbers more similar to UFC. And as I look into these numbers and think about what's going on here, it looks to me like this is going to be a league for boxing that develops fighters and builds them into the upper echelon, similar to the way the UFC did for MMA fighters, right? This very much reminds me of what they got going on Wednesdays at Pro Box, except this looks like it's going to be paying the guys significantly more, at least I believe significantly more than what they're paying guys at Pro Box. So this looks like another option for boxers. This is nowhere near, interestingly enough, what you're getting right now with Turkey al Sheikh, where he's just throwing tons of money at these fighters and making the biggest fights. And I'm not saying that that's not going to continue to happen, but I'm imagining that he's realized, has Turkey al Sheikh, the head of the the entertainment authority in Saudi Arabia, that he's got to turn a profit at some point. That's what we talked about on the podcast. That's what we've been talking about in these videos, and I've been telling you guys, the gravy train from the big turkey can't keep going like it's Thanksgiving, baby. We gotta turn a profit. And so how are they doing it? They're putting Dana White at the helm, who, whether you like it or not, is the best, most successful promoter on the planet. They're putting him in charge and they're telling him, the results you got from MMA, we want you to get those results in boxing. Now, do I think he'll get those results? I think he'll get some great results in boxing, right? The only difference is it's not like MMA where it was a wide open blue ocean and he was able to kind of just take over and do whatever he wanted. Boxing is established. You've got Top Rank. You've got Matchroom. You've got PBC. You've got Golden Boy. You've got a lot of fighters, a lot of fight promotions, and a lot of them are not going to accept. A lot of the fighters are not going to accept this level of salary, right? So that's why I'm thinking this is reminding me more of like a pro box style league that's going to do something that boxing very much needs and take the guys that need to be developed, maybe take guys with talent that got a loss or two on their record and really push them and really turn them into stars. I think that that's what they're doing here. Now, again, it was brought up to me again in these articles that they were talking about him violating the Muhammad Ali Act. I made a video about that. Go check it out very recently. It was the last video, I believe, we made on the channel, aside from the podcast. Well, I don't think he's going to be violating the Muhammad Ali Act. Again, if somebody can point me in the direction that says he will be by distributing his own belts and creating his own ranking system, I'm more than happy to change my mind on that. But as a promoter and attorney, and this is not legal advice, but as a promoter and attorney, I am not seeing that. So knuckleheads, tell me what you think about this pay structure in the comment section below. Do you think he's lowballing Turkey Al-Sheikh and Saudi Arabia, these fighters, or is this a good thing for the sport of boxing? After you do so in the comment section, like, subscribe, and join the boxing fraternity that is FightersRep. Join Knucklehead Nation. We have 3 different levels: soldier, capo, and underboss, and we're here to help one another in any way that we can. You guys can reach me on Instagram at any time or drop your comment below, and we're going to look out for each other. So I ask you guys to join the channel, get you some merch, and help me continue to build. I look forward to hearing what you guys have to say about this one. This one seems very interesting.
Subscribe and join the FightersRep. It'll be the best thing you ever did. Knucklehead. Knucklehead.